How to replace a battery.
About 25% of battery calls, or T3s, at United Towing result in a battery sale. There are several reasons why you would try to sell a battery to a member, but the most important aspect is that you must always remain honest with the member. So let's start with the reasons why you would need to replace a member's battery.
The most common reason to replace a member's battery is if the test results show replace battery or bad cell replace. However, just because a battery tests positive does not mean that the battery does not need to be replaced. There are other factors that need to be taken into consideration. 1. Lifespan of the battery. According to most manufacturers, the lifespan of a battery is usually between 3 to 5 years. If you encounter a battery that is older than 3 years, you will need to inform the member that it is recommended he or she replaces the battery, and it is more probable that the vehicle will have an issue soon. 2. If a battery has excessive deterioration. Look out for corrosion signs on the battery terminals, a bad stench, acid leaks beneath the battery caps, or if the battery is swollen from the sides. A combination of any of these things is a big sign that the battery needs to be replaced. 3. Convenience. Our AAA batteries come with a great nationwide 72-month warranty, 3 years free replacement, and 3 years prorated warranty replacement. Our members are also always surprised to find that we are able to replace their battery immediately at the time of service. 4. The member's request. Sometimes, for whatever reason, a member may request to buy or replace their battery. Once the member decides to purchase a new battery, the first step is to make sure that he or she is aware of the price and that the payment needs to be collected right after the installment. The prices can be found in the battery application guide. Sometimes, vehicles will require extra labor because of the need to remove several other components of the vehicle in order to access the battery. In these instances, there is a labor-intensive charge that must be added to the price of the battery. You also need to advise the member that if they decide to keep the old battery, they will need to pay a core cover charge, which is a recycling fee. In some states, there is also an additional disposable fee charge to any battery sale. Make sure the member knows the complete cost of everything before moving forward with the installation. These rates are always subject to change with time, so make sure you double-check with your supervisor if you are in doubt about any of these fees or prices. Should the member decline a battery purchase and they want to charge the battery, advise them it is recommended to charge it at a AAA certified battery charging station. Once the member agrees with all of the charges, you may start the procedure to change the battery. Throughout the procedure, do not use the member's vehicle as a place to rest your tools. Make sure they go straight back into your toolbox, service truck, or rest them on your tool table. The procedure to change a battery is as follows. Step 1. Make sure that the vehicle is completely shut off. Step 2. Use a booster pack or memory saver to retain all the settings of the member's vehicle. Remember, it is always important to save the memory because if the memory is lost, the member may need to go back to the vehicle's dealer to reset it, taking up their extra time and money. This often leads to an unsatisfactory survey. Step 3. Take out the battery brackets and any battery covers. Step 4. Disconnect the positive terminal. After it is disconnected, it is recommended to cover it to protect it from touching any additional metals on the vehicle. You can do this with an extra glove. Step 5. Disconnect the negative terminal. Step 6. Carefully remove the battery and place it inside the back of your service vehicle immediately. Step 7. Place the new battery into the battery tray. Step 8. Reconnect the terminals to the battery posts. Identify the positives and the negatives, and then carefully connect the positives together first and then the negatives. Step 9. Tighten up your terminals. Step 10. Reconnect the battery bracket. Once the battery is changed and the procedure is complete, gather any remaining tools and return them to your service vehicle. Place the vehicle key back into the ignition and turn it to the on position and wait 10 seconds. A beeping sound will come on in most vehicles and stop after 10 seconds once the vehicle's computer is done recalibrating its settings. Then, start up the vehicle or have the member start the vehicle and make sure that everything else is working as it was. For example, check that the radio turns on as it should, or that no extra lights are turned on in the panel. If you find that after completing all the steps properly, something is not working correctly, contact your supervisor for assistance. With experience, you will gain the knowledge and confidence to decode solutions to unique situations. After confirming that all is working well, shut the hood properly. Shutting the hood properly includes double-checking that there are no tools left beneath it and making sure that it has closed and locked. The safest way to close a hood is to hold it about 15 inches above the grille and let it go, letting the weight of the hood close it properly. Do not put force on the hood with your body weight, as this may create damages. Fill out the invoice for the purchase, collect the payment, and make sure to give the member a copy of the invoice and the battery test result. Advise the member that it is recommended to keep the battery invoice in the glove compartment for future reference. As always, thank them for being a AAA member and assure that the member is feeling safe and secure to drive their vehicle.